Ah! This is insane. Man, I feel like I just got lifted off of the ground. Oh my God. It's just an AR. That is some shit right there. Are you serious? Ah! Oh. All right, this is it. The coolest thing I've ever received for this channel. It's not even close. I've just been staring at it for like 2 weeks. Okay, this is the Auto-Ordinance TAO 50 right here. It comes with a regular stock or a folded stock. The regular one, I think you have to detach the stock to fit it in the case. So I was like, no, not doing that ever. So once you unfold your stock, you'll take this bad boy out here, put this in, so your gun has something to rest on. Oh my gosh, dude. It takes Barrett mags. Oh. This bolt is on rollers, and it's just absolute butter. Look at this muzzle brake. I thought the Barrett had an aggressive muzzle brake. You guys think I'm blowing mirrors off now. You just wait. Also have a Night Force scope. Minimum zoom on that bad boy is 7x. Maximum is 35x. So we're gonna zero this in today. This case is insane. Even like moving the case around is crazy. I don't know how much everything weighs together, but it's gotta be 400 or 500 pounds, I imagine. This is the heaviest gun in the world. Oh! Oh! That was not at all scripted. That's just how it is when you're moving this gun. So this shoots 50 BMG, which is my favorite round of all time. This is like the most regular default 50 BMG round you could get right here, right? This is just good for general shooting. If you want to get fancy, you can get tracers. Just be careful not to set fires. That happens every time. Or if you're trying to really do some damage, you can get the API rounds, armor piercing incendiary. That also starts fires. It just goes through more shit before it starts a fire. Now, before you ask, my friend Hunter already asked. It was actually the first words out of his mouth, which shocked me because this is a very interesting gun. This is the kind of gun you could set a world record with and stuff like that. Nope, first question he asked, does the drum fit in it, dude? No, I'll have you know, I tried with him on FaceTime there and I scratched the bejesus out of the bottom of all the paint. So, no, the drum doesn't fit. And Hunter, I freaking hate you. I'm just kidding, that would be kind of rad. Pointless, but rad. Okay, so you have focus on the left side, up and down here, left and right here. And we have our zoom here. Wow, yeah, if you need to hit something at a mile away, I guess this is your gun. We're gonna stay on 7, because that's all I need. So this is it. I'm pretty nervous, I'm not gonna lie. I've never shot this before. Here we go. Oh, this is the craziest gun ever. Oh. Okay. Pretend I did that right away. So, let's do it. We're gonna put one in. Oh, please put me on paper, please. Make sure this scope is tight. That'd be so cool if I was even on paper. We'd get a real good head start. Here we go. I'm not pausing for dramatic effect. I'm like genuinely feel like I just got lifted off of the ground. That is insane, dude. The table's covered in dirt. I'm covered in dirt. Why? Great news is we're on paper and just a little bit low left. And no, that's not me. I can hear you already saying that. This is not a handgun. This is a 5 foot long, 40-pound rifle with a bipod. So low left is not me, boys. Calm it down. Dude, I'm scared to shoot it again. I seriously, what on earth? Bro. Bro. I I don't know. That is, wow. I don't even know what to say, boys. I've been doing this a long time, but I don't even know what to say about this one. Man, we're doing great. Oh my gosh. All right. It's fine. It's just an AR. I'm clearing my sinuses out every time. That's about dead nuts right there. So we're gonna go, and it was slightly left. Now remember, when you're setting this kind of stuff, you're moving your point of impact. I know it gets confusing because you start thinking backwards and you're like, wait, am I trying to move my sight this way or that way? You're just moving the hole. The hole on the paper, that's what you're doing right and left here. All right, we're gonna shoot that 2x4 again on the left. Okay, a little better. I guess we just have to move this scope more than I imagined. We're walking it on in, not like I'm losing brain cells every time. Not a big deal. All right, we should be able to nail that thing square now, I imagine. Yeah, you see that? Oh, ooh, I wish I could shoot any of that steel, but it's gonna immediately ruin it. And it's not safe, to be honest, to shoot steel this close. Ah, what the hell? Let's see if we can collapse that. Shoot it right in the freaking stand. Ooh, did you see that? Knocked that steel straight off. Oh, it's shattered. Dude, look, I can zoom in on it. I can tell you right now, it is shattered. It is in multiple pieces. Nope, that's a twig. But I bet you it dented it pretty good. Dang, it looked like it was split in 3 shards. I was about to be so excited, but then I'm like, wait, steel doesn't behave that way. Whew, okay. Props on that steel for stopping that. That's what's up. That's crazy. Initial thoughts? I don't know what it is technically, what you're supposed to be limited to in a day as far as shooting it so that it doesn't cause absolute brain damage, but I imagine it's like 10 or 20. I'm gonna keep it light. Like I'll probably do like 160 in the next hour or so. But my initial reaction is, first of all, the recoil is nothing, which is not true of the Barrett. You guys have seen me dual wielding Barretts with the 20 round drums and shooting them from the shoulder and stuff like that. The Barretts rock. The Barretts are extreme. The recoil is extreme. This recoil is nothing, like 0. I mean, I literally didn't even feel it. But what I felt was my whole nasal cavity get filled with air immediately. It's just like, and your whole body feels like it's levitating for a second. And I was thinking, well, maybe I'm an idiot because I have it on the table with the muzzle brake and that's why that pressure's coming in. But if you think about it, this is meant to be shot prone laying on the ground, so it would be the same exact thing. There'd be no difference unless you had some kind of custom barricade, and I don't even know if it's coming from the bottom. It doesn't make sense that it's coming from the bottom, but it's some function of whatever is happening here goes like here, and it's really, it's actually more than I thought it was going to be. I'll be completely honest. That is some shit right there, in case you're wondering. Maybe I'll hit it with an API next just to like compare and contrast, right? This is a science channel after all. All right, there's our holes in the 2x4, just a nice 3/4 inch hole. That's what 50 cal means. And then we have a dented steel boy here. Might shoot that with some API just to see what happens. Oh, fuck. Okay, slower. Oh yeah, there's one in there. I thought I was out. All right, safety on, mag drop, bolt forward. All right, let's rock and roll, boys. It's crazy. You don't even feel a new round going in. It's just like, oh, should I collapse this target? That's going to be so much work to set it back up. But you know what, guys? I just can't help myself. I'm acting like an animal, you know? Or not. What? There's more? That's crazy. There's one left. Let's shoot this tree. Like, where do I want to hit that thing at? Right there. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brothers. Bro. So there you have it. Please stay tuned for part 2 because we're having cars that run. I'm gonna get the engines hot and we're gonna shoot rounds into the engines. While they're running, there's also a refrigerator. I'm really upset about it, actually. I love this refrigerator. I'm tagging LG all the way because it's 5.5 years old. It's a $3,400 fridge. I love it. You knock on it and the light turns on for the drink compartment. I didn't even know that till I saw it on a freaking reel. Already owned it for 4 years. But anyway, compressor, something, who cares? They won't replace it. I'm mad. So I might fill it with propane and shoot it. So stay tuned for part 2. This was just a little intro. We're gonna do some really crazy stuff with this gun. I'm just not going ham today. We need the whole crew. We need George with his drones. You know, we need some cameras. I need some guys with fire extinguishers. We need staff to move cars around with machines because they're all gonna be inoperable after we get through with them. So stay tuned for that. And I hope you enjoyed this little preview of the coolest gun I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, what, dude? Oh, that's amazing.